But when you have that, that's the realization. Oh, shit.
I mean, that's where the chorus
Yeah, I
hits.
belong. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, where I belong.
Where I keep my heart and soul.
A song a day keeps the doctor away. I won't wait. We'll make it better today. Now a song a day, a song a day, a song a day.
Hi, I'm Miss Lou, and this is A Song a Day, where I get into the studio with a different artist every week to write a brand new song based on crowdsourced prompts from you. Today, I have a friend joining me, and his name is Tim Decotter. Tim is a vocalist, bassist, songwriter, and producer who believes in keeping his art pure. Styled in R&B and hip-hop, Tim draws influences from artists such as Frank Ocean, John Legend, Common, and Mos Def, while styling his bass playing after the likes of Derek Hodge and Stuart Zender. I'm so happy to finally be writing music together with him today. Hey! Thanks for being here.
Of course, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh, super excited. We've known each other for a while, but finally
Yes.
getting to the studio together to write
Finally.
music.
Oh
Woo.
my goodness, yeah, man.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you because
Yep.
as a singer, a bassist, as well as a producer, what is your songwriting process like?
I think it's become a lot simpler over the years. So last time, when we have like formulas of songs and the styles and the genres that I write in, I always go for a certain sound or a certain chord progression or a certain approach to rhythm and everything. But over the years, playing for different bands, going into production and just like listening to everything, I started to realize that sometimes when I try and steer like a creative inspiration too much, it just loses what it was in the first place.
Right.
So these days when I write songs, I mean, it comes from everywhere, it comes from everything. And then it's always very useful to have your voice memos.
Oh yeah,
Right?
100%.
Yeah. So I have so many voice memos.
Me too.
Like, yeah, and it's like just one whole folder in my hard drive, and there are certain things that are like recorded in the middle of the night.
Yes.
And then when you listen to it the next day, it's just
I was like, what was I trying to do that night? I feel you. So I took to Instagram to ask my followers to see if they wanted to submit any songwriting prompts for us.
Yes.
And there have been a couple of interesting ones that we might want to explore.
yes, we
So shall we take a look at that right now?
Yes, we shall. Okimayo.
Yeah. I think maybe it's
Oki.
Kimi
Oh,
with
Kimi. Yeah, but just Kimi.
stylized. Yeah. Okimayo or
Wow.
Kimi says, feeling out of place yet happy to be myself with
I
a
really
question
like that,
mark.
though. Yeah, happy to be myself.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of all have questioned that probably as artists. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about you,
Yeah, yeah.
but especially during this COVID period, sometimes I wonder to myself, like, is there anything that I have that's worthy of even putting out there
Oh.
as music and art for people to consume? Do
Yeah.
I have anything worthy to say?
Yeah,
So
of course.
I can relate to that a little bit.
I think it's also like if you're in a situation where you just really feel like an oddball in a society that has a very cookie cutter way of how you
Yeah.
should progress, right? A lot of people get lost in like how to stand out or how to be themselves. But they just deep down, I can tell like she's hopeful or like she's happy that she is out of place in a
Yeah.
sense. But she's not sure how to relate that to people. So maybe that's why the question mark is there.
Yeah. And the other one that really caught my eye was space travel.
Yeah.
From a friend of mine called Ben. Space travel. Yeah, what's up, Ben? And also this theme isn't something I usually write about. I usually
okay.
write from a very personal place. So
Yep, yep.
space travel is like maybe very low on my priority.
Space travel, actually, for me, in all the songs that we've written way back with Six, Supersonic was about space travel.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, all the touch stuff, the Astral Journey, the whole album is called The Astral Journey, and it's like a homage to like traveling in space, but also in the spaces of your mind at times.
I think we have a lot to work with, so
Yeah.
let's get to writing and see what comes out
All right.
of this session.
Okay,
Let's go.
excited.
So how you had like some references. I like all of them, which is not helping. Yeah, because I feel like we can go any vibe we wanted to.
Because I like how your voice exists in a jazzier plane. But it would be quite cheesy to do a jazz song.
Like an out and out, like old school jazz sort of thing.
I like the idea of writing about being odd, but not really sure that it's okay, but having hope or kind of a knowledge that it's actually going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I like the uncertainty.
Just now when you were talking about like aliens and stuff, I suddenly had the theme in my head. So
Twilight Zone.
we don't need to make it like so weird, but it could be a theme.
So it's here.
Oh yeah.
The basic thing can be.
Yeah.
So this is where you're uncertain. This is where you're uncertain still. But when you have that, that's the realization. Oh shit.
Maybe that's where the
maybe-
chorus
Yeah, I
hits.
belong. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So where I belong.
Where I keep my heart and soul. The beginning part is like almost naive, right?
Yeah.
That, okay, I want to get there.
Yeah.
And then you get to the first chorus. The second part is like you're already in the middle of your journey. You're like, I've been here for freaking forever.
Yeah.
Like, why am I
Yeah.
still not there yet? Why haven't I found what I'm searching
Correct,
for?
Yeah.
I almost hear that as like a backing vocals
Yeah.
refrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the motif of the
Yeah.
song. So yeah. So it's
Like that.
very.
I don't know it, I don't know it. I am going,
Like canon.
Yeah. So then, if the backing vocals are singing this line of not knowing where they're going, does it contradict the first part where the person
You
is
can
actually...
change to. So I don't know where I'm going. Now I know where I'm going. I like to recycle lines. Sorry. So
Yes.
convenient
I like
but
that, I like
lazy,
that.
but not so lazy because it makes sense.
Yes.
now I know where I am going.
I like that. Love it.
I don't know where
I don't know where
I am going.
I am going.
I don't know where
I don't know where
I am going.
I am going. Cold and alone in my capsule, strapped in for the ride. No coordinates, 3, 2, 1, ignite. Certain I'll find my zone with planet blue faded from sight.
Yeah.
So Tim and I wrote a song with a really strong space metaphor about feeling like you don't belong, but having the courage to head out there into the darkness to explore and find your home. And I love that message. I hope you do too. And I also love that I got to really explore a texture of my voice that I haven't really done before. So I'm so excited for you to hear the full track. Go and stream it right now. And I'll see you at the next episode of A Song a Day.